2 hours remain. Archangel Michael declares, I command you to open this immediately. A family member is consulting with a lawyer this week, and your name is under discussion. Open it without delay. Archangel Michael continues, time is no longer a luxury for you. There are movements occurring in secret chambers behind tightly shut doors, and your name is resonating louder than ever. A family member you least expected is on the verge of signing something that could alter your entire fate. This week is not just another week, it is a pivotal moment where your truth may either be rewritten or obliterated. Someone closely related to you is entering a law office with resolve and a strategy. The contents of their folder contain information regarding your past, your inheritance, and what has been withheld from you. Archangel Michael warns that this matter should not be taken lightly. A document will be placed on a table bearing your name in bold letters, yet you will not be there to advocate for yourself. They are behaving as if you do not exist, but heaven is observing everything as it unfolds. You were deliberately excluded from a conversation. It was not an oversight, but a calculated decision. However, what they did not anticipate is that divine eyes have scrutinized every page before it is even printed. The top amendment to the Dead Blessing 777 is in that office, where a lawyer has already been compensated to exclude certain names, including yours. The meeting is set and will occur within the next 2 days, involving a cousin or sibling. Who once smiled in your face is now whispering behind your back. Your hands are holding documents, but their hearts are heavy with guilt. Even they know what they are doing is dangerous. They've convinced themselves that what they are doing is justice, but the truth is it's pure manipulation for power and money. You are the missing signature that they hope no one will ask about. Top amendment to get blessing 555. A woman related to you is playing the lead role in this betrayal. She knows secrets about the family's land, the hidden finances, and the trust fund. She has decided to keep things from you because she believes he deserves more. Archangel Michael says, don't ignore this sudden urgency. This is not just legal, it's spiritual. Your silence was their weapon, but your awareness is about to become their downfall. The lawyer they've hired has been used in other secret matters before. This is not the first time they've done something without telling you, but this time heaven has drawn the line. Top amendment to get blessing 999. In this meeting, a large amount of money is going to be transferred or discussed. A name similar to yours might be used to confuse the process. But angels are surrounding the records now. They thought no one would find out. They thought you were too distracted to notice, but their timeline is collapsing, and that's why you're feeling this pull to read this message today. Here's a divine reason this came to you right now, because within the next 2 hours a call, a document, or a message will arrive that confirms what you just read. Prepare yourself. Top amendment to get blessing 444. Someone kept a key document hidden in an old drawer behind a photo frame. It has your name on it, but they've been avoiding showing it. That document is going to be uncovered very soon. Your intention is to postpone your involvement until everything is finalized. They believe that by the time you are aware, it will be too late. However, Archangel Michael assures that the heavens will intervene before they can take action. You may experience a sense of unease, as if you are being observed. This is not paranoia, but rather intuition. They are monitoring your reactions without uttering a word. The primary amendment to obtain blessing 121 indicates that your name is included on a list of beneficiaries, although there was an attempt to remove it last week. Someone tried to erase it with a pencil, hoping it would go unnoticed, but legal angels are now involved. A family member is acting out of desperation, with recent financial troubles being the true motive behind this scheme. You were never intended to be their target, but their greed has obscured their judgment. A property is also involved in this arrangement. It could be land, an apartment, or even a bank asset inherited from an elder. That property was meant to be shared, yet they wish to keep it for themselves. The primary amendment to obtain blessing 333 reveals that an envelope is being delivered, containing proof that you were mentioned in earlier drafts of the will. This envelope will arrive soon, but only if you remain vigilant and aware. You must not disregard this message or postpone any further actions. A person associated with the family's legal matters is beginning to feel guilty and may reach out to you. Keep an eye on your messages and calls over the next 48 hours. There is another woman, older and very reserved, who is aware of what is being done to you. Her silence is not an act of betrayal, it is rooted in fear. She is waiting for a sign to come forward and speak. The primary amendment to obtain blessing indicates that a family member who is instigating all of this has done so previously with another individual. That situation concluded with legal disputes and broken hearts. They are repeating history, and now you are the next target. Archangel Michael advises, rise in awareness, not in fear. You are not alone in this. Divine justice may progress slowly, but it strikes with precision. Your angels are aligning, and unexpected assistance is on the way. A friend or distant relative will learn about the meeting and inform you. Be prepared to act on any message, even if it appears random. The top amendment to receive blessing 666 indicates that the lawyer involved may attempt to intimidate you if you confront them. Remain calm. Your strength will derive from spiritual support, not from arguments. Surveillance exists in one of the offices, and a camera captured them mentioning your name. That footage is now protected and may serve as evidence if the situation escalates. They have underestimated your connection with the divine, assuming that silence equates to weakness. However, heaven is already shifting the circumstances. The top amendment to receive blessing 212 reveals that something is concealed in the home of the woman leading this. A duplicate document, which still bears your rightful name, has been folded and hidden beneath a pile of old clothes. You may experience heat in your body or restlessness this week. This is your energy responding to what is being done in your name. Pay attention to how your body reacts. You are divinely protected, even when it is not visible. Although things may seem chaotic, this is merely the storm preceding the revelation of the truth. When the truth is unveiled, the tables will turn swiftly. The top amendment to receive blessing 144 indicates that the individual betraying you once vowed never to lie, yet their actions have transformed them into someone unrecognizable. This is not merely betrayal, it is spiritual warfare. Archangel Michael states, this is your moment to remain silent but vigilant. Do not confront, instead, prepare. Allow them to make their move, and you will be guided on when to respond. Your name will ultimately shine, but for now, keep your energy close. Do not disclose this information to many individuals. Only those guided by faith should be aware. The primary amendment to receive blessing 303 indicates that they have made an agreement without your knowledge, yet they overlooked one crucial aspect: heaven does not endorse malevolence. A call will arrive where an individual hesitates to communicate, and that hesitation will serve as your indication. Pay close attention. A man dressed in a suit will carry documents and feign neutrality, but he has already accepted a bribe. You will perceive this in his eyes and tone. There is no need for alarm, you simply need to remain grounded. All actions conducted in secrecy will eventually be revealed. The primary amendment to receive blessing 919 suggests that while the betrayal may seem personal, it is also karmic. You have been selected to disrupt this cycle. What is occurring now will not recur once it concludes. An elder from your family, in spirit, is endeavoring to assist you. They have attempted to contact you through dreams or unusual signs. They are the reason you were led to read this today. There will be a moment when everything aligns: a document, a word, a message, and you will understand how it all interrelates. Trust that sign when it appears. The primary amendment to receive blessing 101 advises you to safeguard your documents, protect your energy, and maintain the power of your silence. Archangel Michael states, "Now is the time to prepare, not to engage in conflict or debate." Justice will not manifest through noise, it will arrive through timing. That timing is approaching swiftly. If you feel the urge to cry, allow it, but do not surrender. The truth is returning to your favor. The primary amendment to receive blessing 434 indicates that when the truth is revealed, it will completely exonerate you. Everything they attempted to distort will unravel before everyone. You will not require revenge, the truth will suffice. This matter transcends legalities, it pertains to your dignity, your worth, and your presence. The heavens have already affirmed your value with light. Remain still, remain strong, and remain guided. The primary amendment to receive blessing 171 states that the moment they utter your name again, a spiritual force will counteract them. Their mouths will quiver with guilt, and their schemes will begin to falter. No falsehood can remain steadfast when heaven begins to ascend. They anticipated. Now is the moment to prepare, not to engage in conflict or disputes. Justice will not emerge from chaos, but rather through the right timing. That timing is approaching swiftly. If you feel the urge to cry, allow it to happen, but do not surrender. The truth is realigning itself in your favor, particularly with the top amendment to obtain blessing 434. When the truth is revealed, it will completely exonerate you. Everything they attempted to distort will unravel before all. You will not require revenge, the truth alone will suffice. This situation transcends mere legalities, it pertains to your dignity, your worth, and your presence. The heavens have already affirmed your value with light. Remain still, remain strong, and remain guided. The top amendment to secure blessing 171 indicates that the moment they utter your name again, a spiritual force will counteract them. Their voices will quiver with guilt, and their schemes will begin to falter. No falsehood can withstand the ascent of heaven. They anticipated your continued ignorance, but what they overlooked is that spiritual awareness does not require proof to recognize the truth. The truth is now encircling them like flames. You are no longer shrouded in darkness. Your light disrupts their plans, and they sense that you are beginning to awaken, which is why they are hastily convening this meeting. The top amendment to acquire Blessing 727 reveals their desire to finalize matters before you can catch up. However, Archangel Michael has already intervened to instigate delay after delay. Observe as their appointments inexplicably change and their documents continue to vanish. Even the pen they intend to use to sign that document will malfunction. This is how divine resistance operates. It begins subtly but intensifies fiercely. One family member will begin to pose too many questions during the meeting, leading to confusion. Some documents may mysteriously disappear, and a force is already undermining their confidence from within. The top amendment to obtain Blessing 232 suggests that one family member will covertly record. The meeting is being conducted for self-protection, however, that recording will be beneficial to you later as it holds evidence of your name, your share, and their intention to exclude you. A male figure within the family is experiencing pressure and is being compelled to consent to this plan, despite his discomfort. You may receive unexpected communication from him, so remain receptive. There is no need for you to pursue anything. What is rightfully yours will eventually return to you, even if it is concealed. It will ultimately find its way back into your possession. Top amendment to receive Blessing 808. One woman is in a state of panic. She had a dream last night about being exposed. This dream was not merely a figment of her imagination but rather a divine warning conveyed during her sleep. She envisioned a courtroom and heard your name being announced. Upon waking, she was drenched in sweat and fear, and her conscience is now troubled. This woman is the same individual who once referred to you as family in your presence, yet behind your back, she is altering your legacy. It will not be long before someone else confronts her. Top amendment to receive Blessing 616. A misunderstanding is anticipated during the meeting. A document will be discovered with an unexpected date. This single mistake will grant you additional time, which is all that heaven requires to initiate the next phase. You will be directed to a location or an individual who possesses the next piece of the puzzle, and upon your arrival, everything will fall into place. The person who was meant to inform you weeks ago but failed to do so will now feel an overwhelming pressure. They will reach out to you, driven by guilt and urgency. When they listen attentively, the top amendment to receive Blessing 565 indicates that a phone call is being traced, not by machines, but by the divine. That call bears your name, your share, and your words, which are spoken with a tone of exclusion. Archangel Michael advises, do not respond with anger, respond with clarity and readiness. You are the one destined to emerge with both the truth and the triumph. There exists a mirror in the home of the individual responsible for this. They have begun to avoid their own reflection, illustrating the depth of the shame that is starting to take hold. The top amendment to receive blessing 242 reveals that the judge believed your silence signified weakness and your absence indicated ignorance. However, what they failed to realize is that silence is often the most profound sound in the spiritual realm. Your ancestors are awakening now, stepping in to defend your name in the unseen courts of justice. No bride can silence them. They are preparing a spiritual scroll inscribed with your full name in golden letters. This scroll will unlock blessings that they cannot touch. Observe the shifts that will occur over the next 7 days. The top amendment to receive blessing 388 suggests that something will once again delay their legal meeting, perhaps a sudden illness, an unexpected cancellation, or a travel impediment. This is your opportunity. Use that delay wisely. Gather your strength and prepare your spirit. Archangel Michael states, "This message was not intended for your ears yesterday, nor was it meant for next week. It is meant for right now." The time to act in spiritual alignment is indeed now. The top amendment to receive blessing 404 indicates that the individual closest to the lawyer will make an error, misplacing a file. This mistake will reveal more than you realize. Do not underestimate how divine power operates. Minor fissures threaten to collapse entire walls. The foundation of their deception is already unstable. What was intended to remain concealed will emerge. A notary, someone impartial, will detect an anomaly. They may remain silent, but their facial expressions will betray their discomfort. This is how the universe positions observers at every turn. Top amendment to obtain blessing 313. You may experience a shift in your energy, random chills, and sudden emotional surges. All of this is part of the spiritual alignment that is beginning to manifest. They are attempting to rewrite a chapter, but heaven possesses the original manuscript. That manuscript cannot be modified without divine consent, and such consent is not granted. This week will not unfold as they anticipated. It will change fundamentally. Your silence will begin to quiver into stutters. Top amendment to obtain blessing 484. The family member who initially consented to this plan will start to harbor doubts. They will begin to question whether this is worth the spiritual cost. That doubt is the fissure through which truth will seep. They will be visited in a dream where your visage appears, illuminated from behind. You will not utter a word in the dream, but your presence will instill guilt within them. The lawyer is already feeling uneasy. They sense something the moment your name was mentioned, and that unease will intensify. Top amendment to obtain blessing 979. The spiritual forces accompanying you are no longer invisible. They are beginning to manifest through your choices, your words, and your stillness. This is why people are observing you differently now. Your power cannot be appropriated, your name cannot be erased, and your blessing cannot be redirected. Everything they attempt to alter will be reverted, and those who watch in silence will be compelled to speak out. The truth possesses a vibration. It always finds its way. A method to reach the appropriate audience is the primary amendment to obtain blessing 777. This legal challenge marks not the conclusion but the commencement of your ascent. Everything that has been taken will return to you, multiplied. They may attempt to express regret, yet their words will be unnecessary. your triumph will resonate on its own. Remain silent, remain steadfast, and stay aligned with the unwavering light. The primary amendment to obtain blessing 636 indicates that they have begun to understand that every action they take is under scrutiny, not only by you but also by a force far superior to themselves. The essence of divine justice now shadows their every move. They now whisper in trepidation rather than confidence. Each time they attempt to sign a document, an obstruction arises, a technical glitch, a delay, a missed call. This is no coincidence, it is your protection arriving precisely when needed. Archangel Michael proclaims, "The power of light now envelopes your name wherever it is mentioned, angels are present nearby, and they cannot evade the consequences of their actions." The primary amendment to obtain blessing 434 suggests that a pen will roll off the table during the meeting. They will laugh nervously, dismissing it as trivial, but in the spiritual realm, it signifies that their plans are unraveling. You will start to notice signs in your surroundings. Be attentive to recurring numbers, sudden dreams, or strangers conveying messages that resonate with this moment. Heaven is now communicating through various layers. A single piece of paper they intend to conceal will inadvertently fall out. That document will affirm your rightful position in this matter. The angels are transforming their secrecy into revelation. The primary amendment to obtain blessing 727 indicates that someone who was previously neutral will now align with you in silence. They will refrain from public declarations but will cease their involvement in the deception. They will begin to forward emails, leave hints, and mention names. There will be a digital footprint, an email containing your name discussing strategies to exclude you. That email will be discovered by chance on a device they neglected to log out of. Do not react. When it pertains to you, it is crucial to understand that a single piece of evidence can dismantle their entire defense. The top amendment to receive blessing 313 was not anticipated, as they did not foresee spiritual forces becoming involved. They assumed this was merely a matter of paper and ink, but they are now coming to the realization that your name is spiritually protected. An unexpected event will occur in the home of the individual responsible for this, leaving them shaken. This is not merely a warning. They will hear your name in random places, even in your absence, causing them discomfort. This is how divine justice instills reminders that they cannot evade. The top amendment to receive blessing 1 indicates that your blessing is intertwined with this disruption. The chaos they are currently facing signifies the restoration of balance. The more they plot, the quicker their plans will unravel. An older man is aware of the truth but has chosen to remain silent to prevent conflict. However, he is on the verge of breaking his silence and will disclose just enough information for you to notice anything that appears to be a slip-up. These are not mistakes, they are clues that should be followed like a divine trail. The top amendment to receive blessing 444 reveals that an account was opened in someone else's name using your entitlement. They believed it would never be uncovered, but now the transaction trail is being revealed. The woman orchestrating this scheme is losing control. She is plagued by nightmares and hears footsteps when no one is present. Her fear is escalating as she realizes that this energy surpasses her comprehension. They have tampered with spiritual forces, and now even those who were assisting them legally are distancing themselves. No one wishes to be cursed by their avarice. The top amendment to receive blessing 232 states that your hands are clean, which is why heaven supports you. You did not seek conflict, it was brought to your doorstep. However, the battle now belongs to the angels. The individual they presume to be too gentle to retaliate will rise in silence, and when the truth is unveiled, no voice will resonate louder. Be prepared to receive a message, whether through phone or email, that may seem random, yet it signifies the beginning of your restoration, even if you say nothing. Do not disregard it. Top Amendment to obtain blessing 141. A lawyer who previously declined to assist you is now reconsidering their stance. They have recognized the severity of the case, and their conscience is urging them to act. They will return, this time on your terms. Do not rush, simply observe the workings of the divine. An unexpected payment may come your way, a reimbursement, a refund, or a gift. This is the spiritual law at work, repaying what was withheld. It signifies that your breakthrough is commencing. Top Amendment to obtain blessing 999. I will assert that it was a mistake for you to be removed, but their tone will reveal their true intentions. Archangel Michael advises, continue to walk in faith, not in fear. Do not mirror their energy, let heaven reveal what men attempted to conceal. Your value cannot be diminished by a meeting, a title cannot define your worth. The scrolls of heaven have already inscribed your name in gold. Top Amendment to obtain blessing 757. The most painful betrayals often arise from those nearest to us, yet even pain can transform into power when you allow divine wisdom to guide it. You are not being abandoned, rather, you are being positioned. Every delay was a form of protection, and every silence was a redirection. Now, the truth will reach you in undeniable ways. You will find yourself in the same place they believed you would be absent from, and upon your arrival, they will be at a loss for where to look. Their guilt will shine brighter than any spotlight. Top Amendment to obtain blessing 858. Your voice will be sought after, and your signature will be required. What they presumed they could accomplish without you will disintegrate. The same lawyer who previously overlooked you will be compelled to seek your involvement. That moment is approaching, and it will alter everything. You will not need to beg or plead, their discomfort will increase. Your plan is no longer stable, and even those who assisted them are starting to doubt the outcome. The primary amendment to obtain blessing 505 was never solely about property or documents, it was about suppressing your destiny. However, your destiny refuses to be silenced. Archangel Michael states, your light has now disturbed the darkness they believed would conceal this forever. This serves as your confirmation that divine vengeance is not loud, it is precise. You will walk away with your peace and your portion, while they will be left wondering how it all slipped through their fingers. The primary amendment to obtain blessing 888 indicates that you do not need to seek revenge, you must remain still. The spiritual realm is already acting on your behalf. Your breakthrough is occurring in ways you cannot yet fully perceive, but soon it will manifest in your hands, in your account, and in your life. You will sense the shift. Every hidden conversation that involved your name will come to light, every lie will transform into a testimony, and every omission will become a revelation. The primary amendment to obtain blessing 383 signifies that it is not over yet, but it is about to be. Their meeting this week will not bring them peace, as the truth will be present in the room with them, even in your absence. Your decisions are causing their signatures to fail, and your name is ascending. You are not forgotten, you are not excluded. You are the rightful heir to what has been divinely assigned to you. The primary amendment to obtain blessing 404. Amen.